6 on the off. Starts again with that ball short outside the off stump. That was the problem with Kulasekara the previous time he was bowling to Sehwag. And he has connected high and handsome. That is huge. That is massive. And that is 6. So he's taken full toll, Sachin Tendulkar. And like you said, this could be the tonic that he needed, or the shot in the arm that he needed. That can be close. That can be close, and it is. Goodness me, this is Sachin Tendulkar again going across and trying to flick it onto the onside. Overpitched this time. Fernando getting the decision in his favour. Sachin is disappointed once again.
Well, 3 in a row now. I don't think that we're going to see too many problems with this one. That delivery was very full. Tendulkar again going too far across. Well, looks like it could have gone leg side again. Delivery was full, but could it be 3 in a row where he's been unlucky?
Well, you certainly did get the impression because of him going across his stance that it was pretty straight, but gone for 7, 9 for 1 India. Well, the new man in is Gautam Gambhir, walking in again early. He's had to do this in this entire series. Sachin Tendulkar hasn't lasted long at all. Once again. And what does he do? He flicks the next one for a blistering boundary.
Oh, that's going to hurt. That was a very good shot by Gambhir. His balance was excellent.
Gambhir has got it away for 4. Fernando only has himself to blame. Oh, has he got him? I think the bat was in the air and Gautam Gambhir is gone. Would you believe it? Just a tickle on it from his finger, and Gautam Gambhir was very slow to get back. India 2 down.
A bit of luck finally going Fernando's way, so that's the most unfortunate way to get run out. This ball was strongly driven by Sehwag. Fernando getting down, just getting a fingertip on it. Gambhir doing the right thing, backing up, but too far. That hit the stump, so Gambhir is on his way. A big breakthrough there from Sri Lanka's point of view. He's gone for 10, 24 for 2.
New man in is Yuvraj Singh, so India now in deep trouble. 2 down for 24. The 2 big names back in the hut. Yuvraj Singh played a magnificent innings the previous game. Was again unfortunate to be adjudged LBW to an inside edge. That's a good shot. Yuvraj Singh, it was pitched up and he's gone for it. Wonderful cover drive for 4. Well, that's gone through as well. For a moment I thought it had got through Yuvraj, but it's actually found its way to the boundary for 4. 9 from the over, 37 for 2.
India, of course, has the luxury. Oh, that's a boundary. India has the luxury of a fairly long batting lineup, but the top order have to do their job.
Kulasekara has been driven beautifully by Virendra Sehwag. It's pure timing. Jayasuri is after it. He won't catch it. So beautifully timed. That was 4 from the moment it left the bat.
Oh, that is dismissed from his presence. 50 comes up for India.
Sehwag goes over the top, and that will run down to the mid-wicket boundary. Virendra Sehwag picking his gaps easily over mid-wicket, and another boundary. And hits it straight. That's an even better shot. That's gone for 4 consecutive boundaries for Virendra Sehwag. And this is over the top, the 3rd boundary of the over. Virendra Sehwag is making it look so easy. The 3rd one just a few paces down the track and a chip over the top. So 3 boundaries of 3 balls. And this is over the top. Yuvraj Singh connects it and gets a boundary. Mendy's pitching it up. Yuvraj Singh loves it in that area and is very strong over mid-off and mid-on.
Once he found that there was not much help, he decided to go for the power play. Not that it's working for him. Oh, what a shot. Once again, making it look ridiculously easy. He seems to be having a net out there.
He's timing the ball extremely well. Just leaning into the drive. Yuvraj Singh picks up another boundary. His 7th boundary. More runs. Fine leg inside the ring. Straying in line. Not very often he does that. But Yuvraj Singh is in fine form. It's in the air. But in no man's land. And he will get another boundary. Brings up the 100 for India. 50 for Yuvraj Singh. He's batted superbly today. 107 for 2. Fantastic strike rate. 10 boundaries in his 50. And there's more to come. He's taken the aerial route and he's hit it cleanly. A couple of bounces. Boundary number 11. Again, plays it late to get the placement right. He's dealing in boundaries and Maroof is struggling. Has enough to get to the boundary yet again. What an over it's turning out to be. Another one. A boundary will bring up the 100 partnership. 17 runs of the over, 124 for 2. Shot is put away. And it's Sehwag this time joining in the party. Shot wide is asking for trouble, just like that. Sehwag will put it away every time.
The Sri Lankan bowling has been poor all round today.
Sehwag has gone in the air, but he's also found the gap, or has he? Oh goodness me. Fielder misjudging it there. Fernando should have had that. Misjudged it. He's conceded 4. Sehwag has got 50. And India 147 for 2. I beg your pardon, 49 is Sehwag. India 147 for 2. And he's going to get a lot more. This one is probably going to win the chase. It has. 4 for Sehwag. He's got his 50 now. 53 of 44 Virendra Sehwag. He hasn't had much of the strike, mind you. But he's played a controlled and aggressive innings. Well, that's through as well. And that was leg stumpish. He's played it inside out, Sehwag. Magically in the gap. He's got 4 more. 11 from the over. 158 for 2. It's gone over the top and that's a flat hit for 4. Virendra Sehwag is on fire. Again inside out. And again another boundary. And the power plays are done with. So the fielders are on the boundary and yet he's finding the gaps.
What a shot. What a shot. He hit it so easily, didn't he?
Enormous power he packs in his shots, Yuvraj, and that is the area which comes naturally to him. Huge backlift with the turn, going down, getting under it. What a crisp hit. It was 6 the moment it struck the bat, and it was 6 by miles. They've got a fielder down there, so...
And he pulls down towards mid-wicket. It's split the gap, it's gone to the boundary. It's 204 for 2. It's an indication that they've been scoring runs easily, and this one too has been chopped down to third man. And it goes all the way. This outfield is very fast, and anything in the gap profits immensely. And that runs down to third man. That's another boundary to end the over. Runs are coming thick and fast. 215 for 2. And he's now on 100. Yuvraj Singh has got his 11th one-day 100, his first against Sri Lanka. And what an innings it has been. A tremendous performance. And aren't they happy?
He's dominated the attack right through. Tendulkar having fun. Certainly will have fun enjoying this batting display put up by Yuvraj Singh and Virendra Sehwag. 11th 100 Monday International for Yuvraj Singh. Probably one of his better hundreds. There's the moment. One to remember, not only for Yuvraj Singh, but for everybody.
Played fine. He'll get another boundary. This outfield is very quick, I must say. And Yuvraj Singh's boundaries have been coming because it's been timed so well. That's again just tickled so fine. It's played fine. That might be his 100. It's gone down to third man, and he'll come back for the second. So Virendra Sehwag reaches his 10th one-day 100. And only the second batsman in 10 years to score 100 in Sri Lanka. And what an innings it has been.
Well, whenever he gets runs, it's great fun to watch. Except for the fielding side. And his 100 is come on just 75 balls. Crafty just opening the face of the bat at the very last moment. And delightful Virendra Sehwag. Hits them really hard, the sweep shots, and has gone through. It tells you a story. Sri Lankan fielders are looking demoralized.
And this time he's gone. Muralidharan has struck. He gets closer to the world record. He's in fact equalled it. Yuvraj Singh is the wicket. India finally has lost a wicket. 245 now for 3.
A great partnership of 221 comes to an end, and a magnificent 100 from Yuvraj Singh. Extra bit of bounce, slicing it. Yuvraj Singh hit it straight to the fielder. A simple catch. Finally, Muralidharan picking up a wicket. Virendra Sehwag congratulating Muralidharan. Brilliant 100, 117 for Yuvraj Singh, 245 for 3.
Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the Indian captain. He's out there in the centre. Look at that record. 4,000 plus runs. Strike rate of 90 plus. Muralidharan is the man who's just equalled Wasim Akram's world record. Single to get off the mark. 246 for 3.
This time he gives himself room. It was a short delivery. Third man can't get to it. Dilara Fernando, so a boundary conceded. That's whacked away in the air. Into the gap it's gone, and it's gone for another boundary.
Chance of a run out, very good throw. Could be out, Sehwag's on his way, so he thinks he's gone. So that's excellent fielding, a very handy breakthrough now for Sri Lanka. They really needed that. Virendra Sehwag played quite brilliantly. And we've criticised Sri Lanka's fielding today, but son of Joe Surya was spot on that occasion. A perfect pickup, a quick release, and a brilliant throw.
Very good positioning. The bowlers behind the stumps, the umpires in position. And there he goes out. He was out by a couple of feet. Sehwag was on his way. And a great innings has come to an end. Something for the Sri Lankans to cheer about. Virendra Sehwag run out after being run out in the earlier game too. Gone for 116. And India now 265 for 4.
Suresh Raina is a good player. He's improved a lot. Played very well in the Indian Premier League last season. He's just continued on from there. He's a very good striker of the ball, a clean hitter.
Squeezed away by Raina. That should run away. Yes, it does. That's very well played. End of the over. 277 for 4.
Another good delivery. Kept a little bit low on Raina on this occasion, but he somehow got an inside edge onto it. That's what saved him. Well, nothing is going to save him this time. So a very good piece of bowling. Raina looking to come down the wicket. Mendes deceived him in flight. An easy stumping by Sangakkara. So another important breakthrough for Sri Lanka.
Yes, well bowled. Ajantha Mendes felt that Raina may come down the track. Maybe held it back just a little bit. And that also spun left to the left-hander. And Sangakkara did the rest. So Raina goes for 9. And India now 278 for 5. 39th over in progress. Yusuf Pathan, the new batsman, coming in to replace Raina. 15th ODI, so still relatively new to international cricket.
Yusuf Pathan is known for this. There's a long on in position. He's had enough of those singles. Big hit. That's going to be 4. Pathan is cutting loose. 4 to end the over. 9 from it. 307 for 5.
He's gone for the big one. And he strikes them. He strikes them a long way. And he's gone many a mile.
Well, nobody moved because they all knew it was useless. The only people who moved were in the stands. Some tried to catch it, some tried to avoid it.
Very fortunate this time. Runs away to the boundary. Brings up the 50 partnership. Down the ground, that's his favourite area. Gets his front leg out of the way. He strikes them with so much ease and authority. Races away to the boundary.
The first boundary for Mahendra Singh Dhoni. And just as you said, taking his front foot out of the way so that he has all the freedom to swing his arms.
There is a man in the deep. Nearly escort the ball to the boundary. Slow delivery is in the air and will remain in the air. Fielder at long on was running in, but he's cleared the boundary and gets to his magical 50.
This is a quick 50 in 33 deliveries. He's got to a half century. Gary Kirsten appreciating it. And what a player to come in to have to bat at number 7. This, well, you have to say it wasn't really timed all that well, but still sailed over the boundary. Powerful, powerful.
He's got underneath it. He's got the elevation. He's also got the placement.
Well, that's the shot I was talking about over extra cover. He didn't quite middle it this time. The bat may well have turned in his hand, but it still went for a boundary. Yes, I think that he didn't quite get it in the middle. That's not an easy shot to play.
He struck very firmly once again. Finds the field and the deep. Dhoni is too quick. They pick up another 2. 50 overs bowled. India finished with 363 for 5. Terrific batting performance won the toss, decided to bat first, lost a couple of early wickets. India at one stage were 24 for 2. Great recovery after that. Virendra Sehwag getting 100, and then Yuvraj Singh getting 100. Dhoni not out 35. Yusuf Pathan 59 of just 38 balls, 4 fours and 3 sixes for Pathan. Partnership of 85 between Dhoni and Yusuf Pathan, coming in just 69 balls.
And at 100, Sri Lanka need 364 at 7.28. Not going to be easy, Roshan. At least one thing is clear. They've got to be clear-headed about it. They've got to go at 7.5 runs and over, and they've got to keep that going throughout.
I think the Sri Lankans have two options. One is to go for it at any cost. Zahir Khan for the first ball.
Starts with the wide.
So they got the option of going for it from the first ball, irrespective of what score they end up with, or tell themselves, which I don't think they will, look, 363, 4 is going to be tough. Let's first see how best we could play and maybe then look at really going after it. So they got a few options, but I would say that they would want to chase from ball one, which is going to be extremely tough.
Well, that's been smashed through the covers. Wonderful boundary. It would give Dilshan a lot of confidence. Bowled him. That is a disaster for Sri Lanka. He's just chopped the first delivery on. Jayasuriya has gone for naught.
What a start for India. Sanath Jayasuriya, the man they were all looking forward to try and blast the Indian bowling. Gets a delivery that comes back at him. A little bit too close for that shot. Chops it onto his stumps. Big wicket. Sri Lanka 7 for 1. Jayasuriya gone without scoring.
So Kumara Sangakkara walks in. Well, they've just lost Jayasuriya. Has gone over the top. He got a little bit of a nudge on it. Over the wicketkeeper Dhoni for 4. Oh, that's silken. That was so good to watch. That is Sangakkara at his best.
Great way to end the over for Kumar Sangakkara. He will certainly feel good. Not yet, one more ball, sorry. But a lovely shot. He just leant into it. Pure timing. Beautiful.
And then the all-rounders begin. Oh, that is awesome. Couple of bounces and to the fence. He walked into it. So now he's going to test Praveen Kumar. Once again, this time in the air, the fielder can only take it outside the ground. 6. Dilshan has decided to take on Praveen Kumar's lack of pace, and for the moment seems the right way to go.
This is absolutely fabulous. Look at this shot. Plenty of time, and over square leg. It was high and over the line. Tilakaratne Dilshan now joining the party. Great shot of boundary and a 6. Really picking the Sri Lankan scoring. That's the way to go.
He's hammered it away through the offside, and he's doing it pretty well, Dilshan.
Well, when he's batting in the manner that he is, he's putting a doubt in the bowler's mind, because the bowler's thinking if I pitch it up to him, he's going to slog me over mid-wicket. So he tries to shorten his length, but in trying to do that, he's bowled a little bit short, he's bowled a little bit wide, and that was enough to hit it for a boundary. So at the moment, Dilshan is winning the mind games. Bowl him. Trying to hike the ball away. He had to do that. He had to attempt to do that because only a single had come off the first 3 deliveries, and Sri Lanka were falling behind in the asking rate. So he had to try and take desperate measures. Didn't work this time.
Clever bowling, changing the angle and bringing it into the right-hander, not giving him any width at all. Bang on target. He knows the importance of this wicket. Zahir Khan has always picked up wickets when India needs them badly. Dilshan promised a lot. He's gone for 31. It's 51 for 2. The partnership of 44 broken. Captain arrives at the crease, half century in the last game. Edged and it's flown over slip. Get to the boundary pretty quickly. It's 56 for 2.
Like that. Orthodox cricket doesn't mean dull cricket, but a half volley is a half volley, and Sangakkara has put it away in style.
Magnificent strike down the track, taking the attack to the opposition. Boundary to end the over, 66 for 2. Very risky. Putting it from outside the line of off stump. The timing, absolutely fantastic. Over the top. Got a half century in the last game and looks like he's got back into good form.
Well, certainly his confidence is restored, because that was again a terrific shot by the Sri Lankan captain. Once again, ball pitched up, and with no protection down on the boundary, the Sri Lankan skipper going over the top.
Inside out. 3 boundaries in this over, all of them gems. 78 for 2.
.297 matches, 8,000 runs. He's the 4th Sri Lankan batsman to get to that magic figure.
Very quick outfield. Gets to the boundary. Straying in line once again. Is asking for trouble.
And it's down the leg side, nicely flicked away, and that's a boundary. Very well played by Kumar Sangakkara. Up in the air. That's going a long way. No, it's the... Oh, did he manage to stop it? I think he did. Running round the rope. They get a couple of runs for it. Beautiful shot. Sangakkara finds the gap. The ball boys give chase, and they will do the fielding. A boundary to end the over. 113 for 2. It's up in the air, and there's a fielder getting underneath it, and that's what India wanted and not what Sri Lanka wanted. Mahela Jayawardene trying to hit it over mid-off. Lobs a simple catch, and disappointment for the Sri Lankan fans.
So wicket falls in the batting power play. Will that mean that Sri Lanka just lose that momentum that they don't want to lose at this stage? So Mahela Jayawardene, he started off pretty well. He hit some really good shots, but he couldn't find the middle of the bat on that occasion, and that went straight to Sehwag at mid-off.
He's looking very good, just beginning to flower. 67 of 58, and they've lost their captain. New man who's walked in is Gandambi, who's had a terrific outing in the previous one-day international. Almost took them past the finish line. He's gone over the top, and he's found the gap. That is exquisitely timed. 4 to Gandambi in Sri Lanka.
Well, that's what he was doing so well in the previous game. He was finding that gap between long on and deep mid-wicket consistently, and he's done that again. Hit it with the turn. There is a deep mid-wicket and there's a long on, but that's a huge gap. So it's a pretty risk-free shot that he's played.
That's what I meant with the ball coming into you. It makes it just that relatively easier. Now he's coming from over the wicket. He's going to try and keep it that much outside the off-stump, Pragyan Ojha. He does have 5 on the onside. The ball will be turning into the left-hander. He's gone over the top again. And this time he's gone through the straight. Consecutive boundaries. He saw that mid-on or long-on was wide. good use of the feet, aggressive cricket.
Well, this man is a thinking batsman, all right. He knew that he could exploit that. This is the previous boundary when Oja was bowling around the wicket. Now he's come over the wicket and he's hitting straight.
In the air, and he's got his man. Trying to improvise. Kandambi, the reverse sweep. Yuvraj Singh, the man who takes the catch, and Sehwag is struck.
Well, he's got the magic arm, doesn't he? He picks up wickets for India at crucial times. And now he's got the batsman in form, Kandambi, trying to play a reverse sweep to get away from the restrictive field on the leg side, trying to make sure he doesn't hit against the turn. Sehwag is happy. The two century makers combined to get rid of Kandambi. It's 132 for 4.
So 4 down. Sri Lanka now really is getting more and more difficult. It's reaching the realms of the impossible. Kapugedra, he's known to pack a punch. Strike rate of 75 plus. There will be a little bit of turn, as we said. We've seen a little bit of it in the morning as well, or the afternoon rather. This is at wicket. Immediately, I thought it was just a little early in his innings to try attempt that against Sehwag. Paid the penalty. There's bound to be pressure on every incoming batsman when you walk into a situation where you need 8+ runs and over. You can't condone dot balls. That's gone right through him. In fact, it's turned right across him. Magnificent delivery from Pragyan Oja. He's got a terrific delivery, but Sri Lanka have lost their 5th.
Well, he's not been afraid to give the ball a bit of air because he is hoping to get a bit of purchase from the pitch, and this is what happens. He's got turn and bounce. It's hit the top of the off stump, and this is a very good delivery. And is he delighted? The young man's taken a bit of caning in the first couple of overs, and he will be very relieved at that wicket. That of Kapugedara for 2, Sri Lanka 139 for 5.
Well, it's all falling apart for Sri Lanka. Parvez Mahroof walks in, 5 down, 139. That's gone fine. That's 4. Virendra Sehwag is a little disappointed. Just Orai in line.
And there's very little margin for error on such a good pitch. Sangakkara is well set, and if you give him some deliveries like that, he's going to capitalize on it.
More runs. Just the 1.
Now Mahroof goes for it, hits it high in the air, and there is no fielder down there in the deep mid-wicket area. So at last he picks up a boundary, going for the big swing.
Slog sweep, so it's a good shot. He's got to do it. He's played out the 4 dot balls, so he's had to look for the boundary. Probably needs another one of those. This rate is climbing very quickly now.
Down the track goes Sangakkara. He's hit it in the air. Has he got the gap? Yes, he has. So a boundary coming Sangakkara's way. Well played.
It's an excellent stroke, hitting with the spin. Sangakkara timed this ball, the shot to perfection over mid-wicket. Percentage shot for the left-hander. So he picked that gap between mid-on and mid-wicket very well. Good use of the feet as well.
There's Sangakkara hitting it in there. No, it just falls in front of his Sarma. He didn't really go flat out for it. Don't really blame him at this stage of the game. He maybe would have made an effort if it was perhaps a little bit closer, but he took it easy in the end.
That hit the bottom of the bat maybe just as well for Sangakkara.
The There's an air of confidence, and the ball has gone up in the air, and Sangakkara is gone. That's wicket number 3 for Pragyan Ojha. Yuvraj the catcher. So Sangakkara didn't get to his 100.
Yes, Kumar Sangakkara was really the only batsman left looking to pull it from well wide outside the off stump. Ojha has been bowling extremely well, and in the end a fairly simple catch. A good reward for Ojha, who returns his...
Muralidharan is the man who's walked in. ODIs, but now required to get almost 12 runs and over. They've got a slip in position for him. The ball is turning. He's not the type of cricketer who'll muck around. He'll try and get those 12 runs and over. Or perish in the process. They've gone up. He's given him. Mahendra Singh Dhoni went up. He was sure. 4 wickets for Pragyan Ojha. What a time he's having. Murali's walked out smiling. I'm not sure whether he's pretty enamored with that decision.
Let's look at it. Well, I'm not sure. Well, I think it must be a bottom edge. Maybe a sound. It's not very clear, but the sound clearly might indicate that it took the bat. So Muralidharan gone 189 for 8 without troubling the scorers. Out for naught. Sri Lanka 189 for 8.
Ajantha Mendes is the new man in. Can't expect too much from him with the bat. He's a champion with the ball. In the air, and he's got a wicket. Just flighted it, and Yuvraj is really having it the time of his life. Comes on to bowl and immediately is rewarded with a wicket.
He certainly can't do anything wrong, can he? Got 100 with the bat, and now just his second delivery caught an extra cover. So Kulasekara gone. Sri Lanka sinking fast, 189 for 9, and this is the 36th over with Nuwan Kulasekara, the last batsman, dismissed. Kulasekara gone for 3, 189 for 9.
189 for 9. Dilhara Fernando comes out to bat. Best to 20. Pragyan Ojha will be hoping that they don't pick up the last wicket, because he's on a hat-trick.
This is the way that last batsman was dismissed. That was Nuwan Kulasekara. Well caught in the end. Yuvraj Singh just tossed it up. And this is Dilhara Fernando swinging, and he'll get a boundary.
It's a man at deep mid-wicket, but he won't get there. Very good contact, very good hit from Fernando, who's gone the distance.
So Fernando middling Tendulkar's tossed up leg break. Foot down the pitch over mid-wicket. And a big 6 for Dilhara Fernando, the last pair battling it out.
Be 4 more runs. Nobody in the deep, on the offside. Straight down the ground. Moves to 16, Fernando, with that boundary.
Not afraid to put bat to ball, Dilhara Fernando. When it is in his zone, he will go for it. That's exactly what he did, this time over mid-off.
Has gone through the infield. It's Mendes this time. Saves a couple of runs, Pragyan Ojha.
So Dilhara Fernando and Ajantha Mendes enjoying themselves. Mendes has made 10, Dilhara Fernando has been quicker, he's made 16 of 6. Good piece of fielding. The boundary by Ojha. He punches again off the back foot, but this time straight to the fielder. Could be trouble. Dilhara Fernando is in trouble. Umpire Gamini Silva has gone upstairs, but the Indians are sure that they've got their man.
It was a long way outside the crease. Slips. That's the problem. Yuvraj Singh picks it up. Yes, ball hitting the stumps. Bails are off and he's gone. Dilhara Fernando has to go. Yuvraj Singh a little lucky, not collecting the ball cleanly, but the ball just gets onto the stumps. The bails come off. So that will be the end of the match. Emphatic win for India. Have to wait for the third umpire's signal, and it's out. Sri Lanka have lost this one. India 3-0 in the 5-match series, and they are delighted. Bowled out for 216. Plenty of support for India. They will have a party tonight. And MS Dhoni also joins the select band of Indian captains, winning 8 one-day internationals in a row.
This is the look at that last wicket. Dilhara Fernando slipping. And in the end, the ball deflecting off Yuvraj Singh's hand onto the stumps. So Fernando well short of the crease. A great victory by India by 148 runs. A thoroughly convincing victory.